Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're really focusing in doing a targeted exploration into something that, let's face it, affects pretty much all of us,
hmm
procrastination.
hmm
And maybe more importantly, the guilt that comes with wasting time.
That's right. And the source material we're looking at today is quite interesting. It's actually uh, an excerpt from a motivational script.
Okay.
Yeah, set up like a conversation almost. There's this wise voice character and a young learner.
Right.
And it's really built to shift your mindset, maybe even shock you a bit about how you value,
hmm
well, how you value your time.
Okay, so let's dive into that. The goal here for you listening is to pull out those key mental frameworks, the insights that help us break that cycle,
Yeah.
that feeling of, I'll do it later, but knowing deep down that later, it just doesn't show up.
Exactly. If that sounds familiar, this deep dive is definitely for you. And the material, very smartly, starts right where the pain is, the emotional trap.
Absolutely. The learner
hmm
in this script, they just lay it bare, super honest, admitting to like hours spent scrolling on the phone, watching videos, just gone.
Yeah.
And it nails that feeling with the quote, I will study English later, but later never comes. That's the core of the problem, isn't it? That self-betrayal.
It really is.
Yeah.
And the script immediately points out the consequence. This isn't just lost time, it spirals.
Right.
It becomes regret. It becomes this corrosive belief, I'm not good enough.
Oof. Yeah.
So the guilt itself is paralyzing. You get stuck in this like emotional quicksand. The script recognizes you have to deal with that first.
And the wise voice, the response isn't exactly gentle, is it?
Not at all. It hits hard with a pretty sobering truth. The learner reminds us time is the one thing.
You can't get back.
Exactly. We cannot get back. Once a day is done, it's just gone forever.
That non-refundable nature, that's the bedrock, isn't it? The whole motivational push is built on that idea.
It forces you to look at it differently. Instead of focusing on the time you have left, it makes you confront the time you've already lost.
Mm.
And that weight, that sort of emotional punch, is what leads into the really big idea here.
Okay, let's get to that. Because this is where the script really turns up the heat, as you said, this
Yeah.
redefinition of time. The challenge to really internalize this phrase, my time is my life.
That's the pivot, the absolute core concept.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's meant to be a bit jarring,
it feels jarring.
because if you truly accept it, time is life,
Yeah.
then wasting time. It's not just inefficient, it's self-destructive almost.
The script uses strong language, right? It talks about stealing your future.
Exactly. It escalates it deliberately. An hour wasted isn't just off your schedule, it's an hour of your life gone. It's framed as theft from your future self.
Okay, but hang on. That sounds incredibly intense. Like if I'm just scrolling through social media, am I really stealing my future? Doesn't that just add more pressure? Make it harder to start?
That's a fair question. And I think the source anticipates that. The intense language, the stealing idea, it's psychological. It's trying to bypass that part of us that always goes for immediate comfort.
The easy option.
Right. Saying I wasted an hour doesn't hit hard emotionally,
Yeah.
but framing it as I just stole an hour from my future self,
Mm.
that feels different. It feels more serious, existential almost.
So it's like a shock tactic
Yeah.
to make the consequence feel real, tangible, instead of abstract.
Precisely. Turning a vague future problem into a present-day ethical dilemma, in a way. And this framing leads right into a practical tool,
Okay.
a question the source says you should ask yourself daily, maybe even multiple times a day.
Which is?
Is what I'm doing right now helping me grow, or is it stealing my future?
Wow. That's a very direct filter, no gray area.
Right. It forces a choice. Is this activity growth, or is it theft? It cuts through the excuses like I'm just resting or I need a break.
And it connects this directly to your goals, your aspirations.
Absolutely. Learning English, traveling, getting that better job,
Mm.
whatever your big goals are.
The script is basically saying time is the currency you pay for those things. Time is the price of your future.
It's putting it in almost transactional terms, isn't it? Removes the fuzziness. You want X. The cost is Y. Amount of focus time.
No payment today.
No product tomorrow. Simple as that.
Okay, this feels heavy. I can imagine someone listening right now thinking, okay, I get it. I've already wasted so much time. I've stolen so much future. What's the point now? It could feel defeating.
Yes. And that's crucial. If the stakes are that high, the solution needs to be accessible,
Yeah,
not just more pressure.
exactly.
And that brings us perfectly to the next part of the source material, the redemption piece. The power of starting small.
Ah, okay. So after the shock, there's hope.
Definitely hope. The wise voice, after delivering that intense time is life message, immediately offers an escape hatch from the overwhelm.
Which
The
is
message is clear. You can start again right now.
right now, not tomorrow.
Right now. And crucially, it's never too late. The focus shifts instantly from what's lost to what you can do immediately.
Okay, so it resets the clock. The past guilt doesn't have to dictate the present action. But how does it convince you that starting small actually works against this huge problem?
It leans hard on the power of consistency, compounding effort.
Like interest in a bank account?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
The script uses a really concrete example, learning English.
Okay.
The advice isn't go study for 3 hours. It's commit to just 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes. That feels doable. Almost too small.
That's the point. The barrier is incredibly low. But the script promises that if you do that 15 minutes every single day, consistently,
Then what?
then 1 year from now,
Yeah.
you're a completely different person. Stronger, more confident. Not because of any heroic effort on one day, but because of the relentless consistency.
So those 15 minutes build on each other. It's not just 365 separate little efforts.
Exactly. Today's 15 minutes makes tomorrow's 15 minutes a tiny bit easier or more effective.
Yeah.
They connect. They multiply. That's the compounding.
That makes sense. It tackles the overwhelm. Often we procrastinate because the whole task just feels too big, right? I don't have 3 hours right now.
Right. So you put it off.
Yeah.
Indefinitely. But this approach gives you a starting point that's almost impossible to say no to.
It attacks the mental block, not just the time commitment.
Precisely. And the script gets even more specific. It gives these tiny, tiny starting actions.
What were they again? They were really small.
Almost absurdly small, designed to take maybe 5 minutes. Read 1 page,
Okay.
write 1 sentence,
Wow.
listen to 1 English story. The goal isn't mastery today. It's just show up. Establish the habit of acting for your future self.
That feels like the key. It bridges the gap. You fight the huge guilt by taking a tiny action you can't fail at.
Right. And that tiny success starts to rewrite the internal script. Instead of, I'm not good enough, it's, hey, I did something.
Even if it was just one sentence.
Even just 1 sentence, small actions done daily, that's the path to results. It silences the inner critic by giving it undeniable, albeit small, evidence of progress.
And it directly answers that feeling of paralysis we talked about after hearing Time is Life. The antidote to that intensity is immediate, tiny action.
Yes, it grounds the whole thing, which leads us to the final big idea in the source material.
Okay.
This link between managing your time and self-respect.
Moving beyond just efficiency or productivity.
Exactly. The script makes this leap. It says, when you learn to respect your time, you respect yourself.
Tell me more about that.
It reframes the whole motivation.
Yeah.
It's not about obligation anymore, not about meeting deadlines because someone else expects it.
It's internal.
It's internal. It's about recognizing your own life, your own potential is valuable, too valuable to just fritter away on things that don't serve you. Protecting your time becomes an act of self-care almost,
Yeah.
self-value.
That's a powerful shift, moving from guilt and fear to acting out of self-regard. Like, I'm worth investing this time in.
Exactly that. And because the whole message is about action, now the conclusion is really urgent. The wise voice gives 2 final warnings. 2 things not to wait for, because waiting just leads back to the procrastination trap.
Okay, what are they? What shouldn't we wait for?
First, don't wait for the perfect moment. You know, that quiet morning, sun shining, totally
The
motivated.
unicorn moment.
It's a fantasy. It rarely arrives.
Yeah.
Second, and this is huge, don't wait until you feel ready.
Ooh, that's a big one. We always wait to feel motivated.
Always. But the source says motivation doesn't come first. Action comes first. Motivation is the result of taking action, not the cause.
So act first, feel ready later.
Pretty much. The message is pure determination. Just decide. Stop wasting time, stop stealing from your future, and start building the future I dream of. Now.
Defy the feeling of laziness or overwhelm because your time, your life is worth it.
That's the essence of it. Act in your own best interest, even when you don't feel like it.
Wow. Okay. This has been quite the journey through what seemed like a simple script, but it's packed with some deep psychological triggers.
It really is. Engineered to create change.
So let's try and summarize the core takeaways for everyone listening, the big messages from this deep dive.
Okay. First, that core, maybe uncomfortable truth. Time is non-refundable. It is your life. Internalize that. Treat wasted time like what it is theft from your future self.
Right. But second, don't let that realization paralyze you. Counteract it immediately with the power of small, consistent actions, tiny steps, done daily. That's how you beat the guilt and build real momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. And third, the ultimate aim here isn't just ticking boxes, it's about self-respect. Valuing your time is valuing yourself. Move from obligation to internal worth.
Yeah.
Use that precious time to, well, the source says, grow, to learn, to love, to live.
That's the goal. Grow, learn, love, live. And the final, unavoidable point from the source: time isn't waiting.
Nope, it won't wait for you to feel perfect or feel ready.
So if you want to change, if you want that different future, the only real option is to begin now. That's the thought we'll leave you with today. Begin now.